Tuesday Insights, the deeper dive into the meteorology behind the forecast. I'm meteorologist Matt Noyes. Coming up in this video, we'll talk about a little bit of Cape and Island snow coming through tonight. Wind is going to quiet overall. The cold continues for another few days, and 14-day precipitation chances. We'll cover that as well. Just a reminder, you can always get our latest videos, but also the local forecast for exactly where you are all the way out to 14 days by downloading our totally free app, Noyes' 1 degree outside weather, on the App Store and Google Play. Let's go ahead and get down to business. You can see we've got a trough in the jet stream still, a dip in the jet stream, opening the door to cold air across the eastern United States. So cold it's been snowing down to the Gulf. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Notice the jet stream ripping by to our south, and yes, still to the south, which means the brunt of this next system also ends up going down to our south. But wow, it's amazing to see the snow going down to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. There's already been 3 to 4 inches in eastern Texas, and high temperatures, 30s in deep blue, but some 20s in spots of Louisiana where the snow is most persistent today. Obviously, we are very much into the cold air. A lot of us woke up below zero this morning. Look, by being in that cold air, it's dry air as well, and that's why the bulk of this thing is going to stay south. The only thing is, when you get onto the Cape and the islands, you are close enough to the moisture that you will get some snow. And because it's so cold, it'll be a fluffy snow. So it actually adds up fairly decently in terms of the fact that you get very little moisture, but you still get an inch or two. We'll zoom in the map in a minute, take a closer look. Other than that, it stays dry tonight. It's dry tomorrow. Thursday, you get variable clouds. In comes a disturbance with an associated cold front, so that by Thursday, let's say late day and evening, some snow showers are a possibility across the mountains of northern New England. You do reinforce the cold, just kind of keep it the same, basically, as you get into Friday. And then you'll start to see things at least rebounding little by little in terms of temperature for the weekend. Next disturbance, by the way, on this weekend, we'll get in here sometime late Sunday, about a 25%, 30% chance of a snow shower later on Sunday, too. So we'll be watching that, but it doesn't look like a big deal. So let's zoom in that map then for this evening and tonight. 8 p.m., snow begins at Nantucket. It will be light at first. It may turn moderate very briefly. It's a very light consistency, fluffy consistency. Snow flurries make it up to Plymouth by perhaps 11 p.m. or midnight, but that's flurries. You get a coating up to about Falmouth, probably, maybe coating to 4/10, half an inch, somewhere around there. And then you get more when you get down to the Chatham and Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But notice by 4:45 in the morning, it's gone. It's a very quick hit. Most of us are very much into the drier air, and that's what's going to be with you getting into the day tomorrow and for the next few days as well. So you say, well, how much snow am I actually getting out of this? Well, the little bit that you see in the mountains is actually from today's snow showers. So the stuff tonight is going to be across the Cape, the islands, and again, maybe about 2 inches. You might squeeze out 2 at Nantucket. That's the blues. You can line up with the legend at the top. Generally, it should be either side of an inch at Martha's Vineyard, maybe a little bit less at Oak Bluffs, and probably about maybe half an inch, 4/10 of an inch at Falmouth. You pick up about an inch and a half when you get into Chatham. That drops off as you get north of Eastham and Wellfleet, and then it's probably just some flurries up around Provincetown and some flurries up around Plymouth, the Cape Cod Canal. Maybe you can dust the ground, and that'd be about it. Then tomorrow we expect high temperatures yet again to be cold. We will struggle to get past 20 in southern New England. We certainly won't do that when you get across the north. Tomorrow night, not as cold as what we woke up to this morning, not as cold as this upcoming night. You'll still drop below zero in some parts of northern New England. It's still a cold night, don't get me wrong. Thursday, you're near 30. Remember, we might get a snow shower in the mountains Thursday evening with a cold front, so that means Thursday night, you're certainly not going to be a whole lot milder, and Friday, same deal. You do start to turn things around as we get to Saturday, the upcoming weekend. We think that particularly Sunday, probably rebounding into the 30s. And by the way, with the relaxing of the cold a little bit, we talked about this in pattern predictions. So if you're interested in the next 2 weeks, I would refer you to our pattern predictions post from Monday that's on 1degreeoutside.com. But you can see next week, the chance of precipitation starts going up in a number of days. So there will be more to watch anyway. It doesn't mean every one of those is going to hit, right? But at least a better chance. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's how things are looking for now. You can always find our updates all the time at 1degreeoutside.com and atop that home screen of our app, Noyes' 1 Degree Outside Weather. See you later on. Make it a great day.